Hi, this is Kelly from kellyseal.com, and I'm answering Tina Tobin's question of the week for love'emorleave'em.com. This week's question is, you want to wait to have sex, but he's ready now. Should you give in? And my first thought is, no, no, no. Don't give in. Know your boundaries. Respect your limits. You know when you're ready. Period. End of story. And you shouldn't let anyone talk you into it. Of course, sex can be a little more complicated than that. So my best advice here is know your boundaries, respect yourself, and don't give in if you're not ready. But if you want to ask yourself some questions to make sure that you just don't have some mental blocks getting in the way, here are a few questions you can ask yourself. Number one, would you be going against your religious beliefs? Now, there's a lot of guilt associated with religion and the dogma that comes with it. So if you feel like the guilt will be overwhelming if you have sex with this person because of your religious beliefs, then I would recommend you wait. Or maybe there's something else going on. Maybe you want to hold out on sex because you're afraid of losing your boyfriend and you want to keep him as long as possible, and you think if you hold out on sex that maybe he'll just keep his interests going enough to stay with you. Well, ladies, let me tell you, this is all wrong. Do not go down this road. This is not the start of a good, healthy relationship. So if this is what you're afraid of, you either need to bite the bullet or move on and figure out what's best for you. Number three, you should ask yourself if you want commitment first. If commitment is a big deal to you, and if sex is a big deal to you, and you want a strong relationship before you enter into a sexual tryst with somebody, then respect yourself and respect that belief. The relationship is not going to go south because you believe this way. If your boyfriend really cares about you, then he will understand. Number four, maybe you have an STD and you're afraid to tell him. Now, this is a hard step to take in a relationship because not everybody is understanding of the situation, and some people do get scared and some people do run away. However, if this guy is a stand-up guy and he's really, a great guy for you, this is not going to be a hurdle to your relationship. This is something that's very simple to work with. If you're waiting because you're afraid of telling him, then you should bite the bullet and tell him sooner rather than later. Remember, if he cares about you and you care about him, you'll find a way to protect yourselves and move and take the next step forward in your relationship. Maybe the reason you want to hold off this time is because you want to do things differently. Maybe you've jumped into sexual relationships too quickly before and they didn't work out, and this time you want to take your time. You want to take it slow. You want to really get to know each other before you enter into that. And that's great. Again, respect yourself, respect your boundaries, and your boyfriend, if he's worth his salt, will respect you too. So just keep that in mind. Don't ever do it for somebody else. Do it for yourself. This is Kelly from kellyseal.com. Thanks for listening, and have a great week. Be sure to visit my site if you have a question or if you'd like to respond to this, www.kellyseal.com. Thanks for listening and have a great week.